Hey, it's 501 week number 6. Welcome. It's good to see you. I can't see you, it's a video. But that's what humans say, don't we? So let's jump into week 6, starting June 14th. You have some readings. You're going to continue with those. Chapter 6 of the Sir Ken Robinson text. You have a threaded discussion. I'm going to just jump right into that. That's based on the weekly readings, looking at the 8 core competencies, and is incredible. They all start with the letter C. So this is one of my favorites to read and to, I think, to actually watch you respond to each other with. It feels pretty authentic in a way that I think discussion boards can often be forced, right? Like you're getting points, you have to do this. You know that, and I know that. But this one actually like digging into which of these core competencies resonates with you the most. And if you haven't read it, I'll just read them right now. Curiosity, creativity, criticism, communication, collaboration, compassion, composure, and citizenship. So of those 8, you're going to share what resonates with you, why, give an example from your school. And the replies are pretty cool. So that's coming directly from the Sir Ken Robinson text that you've been reading. You also have 2 of the 2 or 3 page chapters from the Brumbaugh text, both looking at YouTube. So one of them looks at, even though Google Plus Hangouts is now called Google Meet, it's the same idea. Like tech books get outdated very quickly, but looking at Google Meet and actually the creating song parodies, the person who wrote this actually got the idea from one of my sessions at a Spring Q conference. I've been known to write some ed tech parodies. Um, if you're a music connoisseur, enjoyer, musician, feel free to hop over to SoundCloud. My accounts, well, for all the things are just Bill Selleck. I have a couple songs that are pretty fun. And what I love doing actually is recording everything from scratch. So everything that you hear hopefully sounds like the original, but is me doing all the original recordings, usually in GarageBand. So that's fun. And then there's a really cool workflow with using QR codes, combining that with multimedia and YouTube in the Brumbaugh text. It's really good. You have a video just under 20 minutes looking at communities of practice from Wegner. That's a good one. A little bit from Matt Miller. If you don't know him and ditch that textbook and all the stuff he's doing, he's a good human doing some good working, some good learning. He has some great resources. So we were presenting at a conference. The thumbnail on that page is ridiculous, but that's okay. I typically try to find like the least flattering thumbnail and use that one. Um, yeah. And then, we have some looking ahead of what's coming up in the next couple weeks. I'll talk about that in the next couple weeks. The last thing we're going to talk about is your assignment due next Sunday, June 20th, the Social Media Starter Kit, Part 2. So just click on that Google Doc. That's going to walk you through what's required. Look at the rubric. Make sure you're doing that. A couple of the greatest hits that you might overlook. Make sure you have at least 10 tweets over the last 6 weeks. That's less than one a day. That's almost one a week. They don't all have to be original. They can be some retweets. The rubric does not specify that. You do need to participate in a Twitter chat. Those typically last an hour. And when I click on your, it sounds like they're doing construction just outside. And I have windows open because that's what we do now. Hopefully that's not too loud for you. You're going to participate in a Twitter chat. If you don't know how to do that, you can Google how to participate in a Twitter chat for educators. And there's many, many videos, many, many blog posts. Also, I think it was the week 2 or 3 page that walks you through Twitter chats. So you're going to do one of those. And so as I look through your Twitter feed, you're going to have something, with like a hashtag. So if you're a social studies teacher, you're going to find when that chat is, and it's SS chat, and you're going to have like 10, at least, 5-10 tweets from that hour with the hashtag SS chat in all of them. It's good stuff. Some people love Twitter chats. I'm one that does not. I think I've done it once because a friend was like, please do it. I'm facilitating, and it's something that you know a lot about. And just, I don't know. They tend to be like, for me, I still have younger kids. They tend to be during like dinner and bedtime, on the West Coast at least. And so the ones I would want to go to, I tend to not be available for. But at some point, you're going to find one and do it. Maybe you're going to find the one based on what you teach, the subject you like, a current passion. Might just be this is the one that works with my schedule, and that's fine too. And then please grab a screenshot and submit that as an image or a PDF to Blackboard, and then also just either in the comments or as another submission with the text, just have a link to your profile. So I'll click over and look at that, and I just go based on that rubric. So if there's any lack of clarity, looking at the rubric should give you all the answers you need. It's pretty detailed as to what you do and don't need and how you do or don't get your points. And that is all for week number 6. Reach out as you have any questions. Wherever you are likely in summer mode, whether that's not being in a classroom now, shifting to like things I'm doing, prepping for next year already, cleaning up from this past year, whatever it may be. Hopefully you're enjoying the different day today than we've had the last 9 months. So happy week 6, everybody.